just more excited than ever. You know, I'm just really anxious to get in there, and especially for being the first show on Spike, the first fight on Spike. I couldn't be happier right now.
You've been through Bellator for a while now, almost from the beginning. What are your thoughts on the way it's grown and where it's at now?
Yeah, I signed Bellator season 2, and it was nowhere where it is right now, especially when over Spike. Spike's done huge things. They've been there before with the UFC, and now it's pretty much just the ball is rolling real smooth, and I couldn't be happier. I've seen just previews on television, being on the red carpet, going out with the Boston Nets. I mean, I was working the Nets, I'm stoked, excited, and couldn't be happier.
Do you have to, on some level, despite all that, do you have to try to treat this like it's just another fight, or how do you kind of handle all that mentally?
Yeah, the media, the press, seeing Bellator, all over Spike, it's really not getting to me. If anything, it's just motivating me. It's encouraged me to be a better fighter, put on a better performance. But when it comes down to it, I'm just there to put on a great show, a great fight for everybody, and keep the ball rolling in my career.
You talked about the long time in coming, but how have you sort of kept your head? I mean, you've thought about this fight a bunch, and you've had other guys, potentially become contenders. And how have you sort of maintained the idea of, I'm going to be prepared, I'm going to keep training and focus on the things I do, but you're not fighting, you're not doing what you want.
No, I mean, that's always the big picture, is to be the best. I worked so hard to get to the top in Bellator, and once I'm there, now I just got to keep it going, and just I'm more driven than ever. Like I said, moving over the Spikes giving me more motivation to keep winning, and amazing passion, and just put on great performances for everybody.
Yeah, when you make a Pitbull, you thought about him enough, I'm sure.
He's a tough opponent. I'm very excited for the first show on Spike to be against Pitbull. He's a durable fighter. He's never been knocked out. He's lost once. Very explosive, very well-rounded. Any part of the game, it goes to the ground. He's very dangerous on the ground. He has knockout power. Great striking, very clean, protects himself very well. So it's going to make for a good match.
Do you prepare yourself any differently for an explosive fighter such as Pitbull, a guy with dynamite in both hands, and a guy that's capable of finishing the fight either standing or on the ground?
I think our styles match really well because I am a really good defense fighter, and I'm a counter puncher. So game plan is keep my hands high, block his punches, look for my openings just like every other fight, and I think that's going to be a huge factor in this fight. Is just block his power, grind him out to the end, and just outclass him.
Hey Pat, you both have Daniel Strauss and Joe Warren in common as opponents. You knocked out both guys. He decisioned Strauss. He lost to Warren. Does that give you confidence going into it?
A little bit. Every fight it's different. It's every fighters make the the match. And with Warren and Pitbull, he pretty much jumped the gun on him and gassed out. And as a fighter, I would learn from that. I would think he'd make the same mistake twice. So he's going to become more prepared, very well conditioned, and said if he gets me hurt or gets me rocked, so it'll come down to it. I don't think he's going to try to blow his load.
In general, he does bring the heat early. You tend to get stronger as the fight goes on. So I think that should be part of the 5-round fight.
Absolutely. This is a 5-round fight. This is his first 5-round fight, so that has to be in the back of his mind. And, this is going to be my third one. Like I said, I get stronger as the rounds go on. I'm very well conditioned, and I'm going to find my opening.
You think it's going to go the distance? Because you guys are both, very prone to knocking people out.
Yeah, it could very well go the distance. You get two very high-level fighters going at it, and either one's going to step aside and just take off and outclass the other fighter, or you're just going to get two guys that are equally matched, and he's going to go all the 5 rounds and see what the judges. But that's not my plan. I don't want it to go to the judges. I want to finish them. I want to, like I said, put on an exciting fight and just make it known that I'm one of the best featherweights out there.
How worried are you